finally time. Huh. It's finally my time. So what's good, y'all? Super Hedgehog 64. Obviously, from the intro I just did with Silver, you already know what you're here for. It's the Super Silver Plush review. Look at this masterpiece. I cannot believe it. We finally complete the Super Hedgehog trio. Oh my gosh. We got Super Sonic, Super Shadow. I only got an image because I don't have the plush yet, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll get it sometime this year, but we'll see. Now we finally get your boy. We've been waiting a decade and maybe a little bit more for this. The Super Silver plush. Oh my gosh. This looks amazing, man. This plush proves how god tier GE is at making plushies. Like, oh my gosh. Especially Sonic plushies. Structure, the way he's proportioned, the way it's designed, it's just wow. Probably one of the greatest GE plushes, Sonic plushes ever. This proves right here how good modern GE is at making Sonic plushies. I mean, the stitching. But before we get into that, let's get into reviewing this guy, because oh my gosh, I have a lot to say. Now, as usual, we start from the top all the way to the bottom, and review the back and all that. Same thing like always in the other reviews. But oh my gosh, look how amazing this plush is. I mean, let's start with the head. Oh my gosh. So as you know, of course, Super Silver comes with the yellow fur as opposed to the white grayish fur they usually has. Now we finally got Super Silver, meaning that we got the yellow fur. Oh my gosh. And the head spikes are just as good as it was in the original Silver plush, his original form. Obviously, his ears are behind there and just as well made as the original Silver plush. But the big kicker here is the spikes. I usually review the, when I get to the back of the plush, but I just cannot not mention this early on. Look how awesome it is. Like, the spikes lifting up. The design is all accurate. I mean, oh my gosh. Seeing Super Silver the first time in 06 was amazing. So finally having a plush of him is just like, wow. Now onto the eyes, and oh my gosh. This is where I have to praise GE again. Especially now, how GE make their plushies now. First of all, this stitching looks amazing on this guy. Look at him. Expression is rightfully angry because it's Super Silver. He's ready to really kick some ass. But like, in comparison to his regular form, it really shows how much more powerful his super form is. Even the expression sells it all. Unlike his classic original form that GE used to make, now the eyes are made with stitching as opposed to the smooth-on, iron-on material they used to do. And it looks so much more better. I kind of wish GE would re-release the original Silver plush with the stitching now, because oh my gosh, he looks so good. It looks so much better now with stitching too, in general. The eyes are just as well made and better because of the stitching. Appropriate eye color because he's super with the red eye color. Just like before, like the original Silver plush, the synthetic material honestly looks better on the Super Silver plush compared to the original. I don't know, it just looks a lot more smoother, a little bit more smoother. Still the same material, just looks better made in my opinion. Like always, his nose is well made, if not a bit more pronounced in the Super Silver plush as opposed to the original. I mean, it looks really pronounced on this part too. Still overall well made. And look at his mouth, like the stitching. It looks so good, like, man. Like, well, the original, like I said, the original Silver plush is already pretty damn good. The stitching just makes this plush leagues better than the original. But overall, it still looks good, and it really sells the more angrier expression Super Silver comes with. Overall, his head is well made, and oh my gosh, just seeing those spikes lifted up is just like, oh, it is so well made. I know I'm gonna keep saying it in this review, but like, seriously, look at this guy. Look at the spikes, just wow. I'll move on to the body and the chest hair. Look at that. Chest hair is so well made. Like, I even say it's leagues above the original Silver Plush. First of all, the fur is actual furry material, a little bit softer, a little fluffier. Now the original Silver Plush, you can see the material, while it's decent, is a little bit more rougher and not as, the fur texture is not as pronounced in the original Silver Plush. And as you can tell, this original plush is really about to be 10 years old next year, so it doesn't help that it's a much older plush than the Super Silver Plush, so obviously it's going to look a little bit less good. But like I said, I had this for a long time, so yeah, it looks really worn out. Yeah, like the fur is so much more well made. Again, the original had some decent fur, the texture was decent, but it is way better in the Super Silver Plush. Move on to the body, and the body, like the original Silver Plush, is well made, if not better. In my opinion, I feel like the body is a bit more sturdier. In general, I'm noticing the Super Silver Plush's body is a little bit more sturdier compared to the original, but I really think it sells the super form, like the super more enhanced strength of the Super Sonic characters. Yeah, the body is well made, a little bit more sturdy than the original Silver Plush. And goes for the arms. The arms are really good. And oh my gosh, look at that detail on its gloves. Like, since he's in a super form, like the original was just a regular teal color on his cuffs and gloves. Now it has that proper yellow super form to it now. Again, just as good and well designed as the original Silver Plush. Same with his other arms, just as well made. Overall, even the plush, the arms, like I said, with his body feels sturdier. I really think it really sells how much more powerful Silver is in the super form. Very nice. And move on to his legs. His legs is just as well made as the original Silver Plush. No problems here. Really well designed. Like I said, with the other parts of this plush, it feels a bit sturdier compared to the original Silver Plush. Move on to his shoes, and oh my gosh. Now, as for the shoes themselves, it looks just like the original Silver Plush. Just the same, for the most part. But the biggest kickers is the cuff on his shoes and the bottom of his shoes. Look at that. It looks so good. Yeah, it seems simple, like they just simply replaced the teal bluish color on the bottom of the shoes to now yellow. So it seems simple, but really it goes a long way to really sell that Silver is really in its super form. Same with the other shoes, the bottom of the shoes. It looks still really good, like really well designed, and still just as well designed as the original Silver Plush on his boots. And just like before, look at the cups on his shoes. It looks really good. The yellow color on his boot highlights how Silver is really in his super form in comparison to the regular Silver Plush in his base form. Overall, it looks amazing. Hey guys, I cannot believe it. I mean, I'm gonna stop for a moment. Look how awesome this plush looks. It's just like, wow. For years we've been waiting for a Super Silver Plush. So just to finally have it in my hands, it's just surreal. Like, wow. I'm going to the back, and oh my gosh. I already gushed about the spikes earlier, but like, look how good it looks. Waist proportion upwards is really accurate to Super Silver's form. Very well stuffed. Really well made. And the stitching on it is really good. Nothing to scoff at. It is really high quality. Overall, Super Silver's head and proportions are really well made and very accurate to the actual Super Silver's design. In comparison to his original form, of course, his spikes is downwards. Moving on to the body, it looks really good, just as well made in the front. Back of his hair, his chest hair with the back, in his back now. Still really an awesome design. Like I said before, with the material is really good, really soft. The back spikes and back tail is well made. Really just as good as the original Silver Plush. Here's the back of his legs, which is still awesome, really well made. Here's the back of his boots, which again, same thing with the yellow design on his boots as opposed to, how the original was. Like overall, oh my gosh, this plush is amazing. What an amazing gift. Yes, I got this plush on Christmas. I'm just extremely happy to get this plush because oh my gosh, it's like really good. When I really heard the announcement that GE made a Super Silver plush, I'm like, what? After all these years, they got it, they made it. Oh my gosh. And I'm happy that I pursued it because it looks so good. Probably one of the best plushie GE has made in recent times. Honest to God, the stitching, just everything is just like perfection, honestly. So happy that my mother gave this to me on Christmas. Just a really awesome gift. I really appreciate it for that. Now here's the comparison you've been waiting for. Let's compare him to your boy, the OG regular silver. Now looking this side by side, you can really tell how much G has changed in the way they make their plushies. Not drastically, of course, but like, first of all, look at the eyes. Like I said before, like GE, the way they make their plushies now is completely different compared to when I was a kid. I mean, for the original silver plush, like I said before, their old plushies used to have that smooth iron-on material, which was pretty good and had that more 2D, nice-looking art to it. But obviously, if you're really rough on it, it's going to be damaged. You can tear it really easily. Same goes with the mouth. Like I said, the mouth is just as well made as the eyes, but if you're not too careful, or if you wash it too much, it can be destroyed. Still nice, and I don't think if GE still makes it like this, I don't think it would be a bad thing, but I much prefer how they make their plushies now. Look at the stitching, it looks so much more better, more clean in my opinion. Same with his mouth, like, the stitching, leagues better than how they used to make their mouths, which was iron-on. Overall, look at that huge boost in quality. Like I say, the original silver plush is a pretty damn good plush, really good for its time, but obviously, this plush has aged. Now, it's my fault because I had it for a very long time, so it's not really mint condition to really compare it accurately, but like, look at the chest fur, like I said before. Rougher, not as soft. Same with the back. Still decently made, but like, bam, look how much more better the material is in general on this Super Silver plush. Leagues better. Leagues better. And it makes me wonder if CE re-releases his regular silver plush and see how it will compare, really compared to the original version they made years ago. Still, leagues better. Really good plush. You see the differences in the gloves, the boots. Overall, the yellow aesthetic, of course, Super Silver comes with. Like, wow, it looks so good. Of course, here's the back of them. Still really nice, but ooh, that Super Silver plush is just like, wow, amazing. And yep, here's the comparison. That's the comparison. Now, like I said before, the original silver plush is still really damn good. Probably one of the best well-made silver plushies a company has ever made. But like in comparison to how GE make the Super Silver plush, just ooh, leagues better. Still, like, design is very accurate to silver, but of course in the super form, and the extra, updated touches GE made to the Super Silver plush puts it leagues above the original. But still, both really good plushies on their own right, though. Oh, I almost forgot the design differences on their boots. Almost forgot about that. The bottom of their boots. Yeah, just really good plush in general. Just like, oh, this plush looks amazing. Just wow. Just finally having the Super Silver plush on my hands after years of anticipating that GE or any company really, a super version of silver. So for GE to just make it, it's just like, oh. Overall, just a really damn good plush. And I'm so happy I got Super Silver just in time. Like, just wow. Overall, great plush in general. And he's not really too expensive. Currently, though. I'm not sure. The price will raise up in the future. But as of now, I think it was only like $20 to $30. So nothing too crazy expensive, thankfully. And it shouldn't be too much trouble to get the Super Silver plush. Overall, a goddamn good plush. And we're almost complete with our Super Hedgehog trio. All I need now is the Super Shadow plush. Hopefully I'll get him, like I said before, later this year. We'll see. Even just these two, like, wow, like, damn. Damn, that they look good. Yeah, this is the Super Silver Plush review. I hope y'all enjoy it because, like, this plush is just amazing. I just could not make a video on this guy. And I hope y'all, y'all get him too. Like I said, he's not too expensive now. So, yeah. Well, I hope y'all enjoy the video. Have a good day. Super Hedgehog 64